What's up, y'all? Today, to continue our survivability tier list series, we're going to be covering zombie movies and how well we would survive in those fucked up horror scenarios. Starting with World War Z. Now, everybody knows that these zombies in World War Z, they're the scariest, they're the most fuck what you heard zombies in the zombie horror genre. I don't know, man. I think we could put that shit on the B tier, low key. Here's the thing, and this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
If Brad Pitt can handle one of these zombies with a magazine strapped to his arm, and we're in the same scenario, all three of us locked down in the situation. If we all got magazines on our arms and our legs and our ankles, does that mean we automatically are fucking up World War Z zombies? I'll tell you right now, I can't outrun them.
I guess I gotta know how the zombies work. Like, is there a stat boost? Or just the athletic people, just athletic zombies as well?
I think
'Cause
they're all crazy fast. I think it's stat boost to everybody. But if you remember at the end of the movie, Brad Pitt injects himself with a deadly disease that is still curable, and they completely ignore him because the zombie host brain wants pure host, I guess. So
Okay.
all we gotta do is gotta get like the fucking common cold, put a magazine on our arm. We're fucking Gucci. I think beginning of the outbreak, we might be fucked.
Right.
We
Yeah.
might be fucked.
I was gonna say, like, how do we get there to the disease part? It's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
You throwing out Brad Pitt? Brad Pitt, look. I mean, I feel like Brad Pitt got it together. You know what I mean? I feel like Brad Pitt in shape and shit. I feel like his character had it together. Look, man, I don't. I've had the sniffles like my entire life. So if like the cold thing works, like I should be cool. Outside of that, yeah, outside of that, I think I'm fucked personally.
I think those are probably the most vicious zombies on the list, man. They're fast. Getting to the end of that movie, I feel like I get iced early.
The fact that they're
Yeah.
feral makes them like so much scarier to me because it's like you don't even physically. How often do you deal with a situation where someone's like on some primal instinct type shit trying to kill you? Do they get tired?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like they do.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't seem like they do. Me, lactic acid's gonna build. It's gonna be a big problem for me
Or side
after a
stitch.
while. I got like a mile in me, and then I'm cramping.
Probably get fucked F scenario, unfortunately. Unless one of us has the common cold that day and we have a magazine on a waiting room table and then somehow we're getting out of that, okay? So I might have got a little too big for my britches there at the beginning of World War Z. But this one, I'm confidently going to say we're going to body no matter what. Shaun of the Dead. I love this movie, but these zombies are idiots. They are the slowest zombies I've ever seen. When Shaun is throwing records at them, they're literally walking like 1 inch towards them at a time. They throw a whole record label essentially at these fools, and that's all it takes. They threw a record at one of them and fucking got him. Like, okay.
It's just the fact that Shaun himself is able to do it, and he's literally a fucking loser. Much as I love him, but Shaun of the Dead takes really the people least equipped to handle any apocalyptic situation ever. Most of them make it out okay. I mean, a few casualties here and there, one of which was just complete incompetence. I mean, they're not even taking. Half of the team is not even taking it actually serious, and they're
True.
just like gliding through for a good portion of the movie. Just not even taking it very serious. So for me, I think that's an easy one. I just don't see a scenario where we don't make it to the Winchester. If that's our goal, if that's what we're doing, if we're getting to the Winchester.
Yep.
I think that's an easy one. And we don't have to go pick anyone up.
The whole movie takes place in 1 day, and then they're fucking safe. This is 1 day of just avoiding some slow ass zombies. There's even scenes where Shaun is like going into zombie hordes, almost like he's shuffling through a concert crowd and is fine.
And I just feel like, we're at least equivalent to Shaun. At least equivalent, if not more.
And
So
Ed.
if I'm not even gonna speak on Ed. I'm not even gonna speak on Ed.
What's your melee weapon of choice though? Like cricket bat, baseball bat, golf club.
I just don't see why anyone would not choose a baseball bat. You might want to go aluminum. Like, niggas want to come out with a samurai sword and everything. Okay. You're definitely getting eaten. Just trying to get cool points. So to me, a baseball bat, you can swing it fast. If you got like a youth baseball bat too, like a little league baseball, bro, you're solid. You're solid. Baseball bat just covers a lot of. I was gonna say bases, but I'd shoot myself if I said that. So, a baseball bat just covers a lot of the things that you would need. I don't see why anyone chooses anything different.
I would say Shaun of the Dead is a dick slap. S tier. We're fucking clearing that. No issues. Everybody survives that one.
If all we're doing is getting to the Winchester, yeah, easy. It's probably like an hour long endeavor.
So even though these are technically not zombies, I would say The Last of Us Infected are one of the more unique zombification ideas because you're getting controlled by fungus. I think this world is a little bit harder, especially if we're going off of what the show's establishing, because your boy's definitely eating like a PB&J that day and getting infected off wheat. But if we're saying we avoided the food and the outbreak happened like the first episode and we're just getting that like crazy scare of the night, how do you think we fare?
We haven't seen like a ton of infected in the show, so I'm gonna take from the game just a smidge because it's a pretty faithful adaptation. Just the base level zombies hit the fuck out of you in the game, are swinging haymakers
What?
at you. They beat the shit out of you in the game. Like most zombies, it seems like they almost like their skulls are almost softened in a way, having been dead. These are pretty durable. We could go F tier, to be honest, if we incorporate clickers, because with clickers you have to have a gun pretty much.
Are the clickers exclusive to the future, or is it opening night zombie horde?
That's true. They are twin years, but I want to include them because it's part of it.
Any mutated zombie that gets that extra stat boost. I don't know. I'm pretty quiet, but I feel like it's one of those scenarios that you make one sound, it's over for you.
Yes,
it's over for you.
But here's the thing with the clickers, though. Here's the thing: we can outsmart them because they react to sound. Throw a rock that way, sprint the other. Like seriously, like if we're throw a bottle or something like that. That's what you do in the fucking game. You direct sound in an area so you can get through. So they'll follow whatever sound. It's not just your sound, of course. Not only does The Last of Us need you to have guns, you gotta kinda be official with them bitches because things are moving at you fast. I'm not like that. I have shot a gun before, but I don't have any fucking I'm not quick draw McGraw on anybody out there or anything like that.
The only reason I put it, I think it's D tier worthy. It's not completely horrible like World War Z. It seemed like the infection spread in one day in World War Z. Like it was instantaneously, where it seems like the spread in The Last of Us is a little bit slower at least. Like I'm probably just going to want to die at that point. Like there's just going to be so much happening.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if that's an answer, then I don't survive any of these because at the moment any of this happens, I'm out. I'm not interested in rebuilding humanity or whatever the goal is of a zombie apocalypse. Like that's why you have to give me like a child or my girlfriend or like some external motivation. Otherwise, I'm checking out quick. Like if it's just YouTube, no offense, not enough incentive, dog. I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah, I think the hive mind is what makes this one so difficult though. Because it's like you don't even really have to interact with the zombies or the zombies per se. You could step on something in a building that's connected to it, and you might not even know, but like there could be a horde of zombies pushing up on you at any given time.
Yeah, I don't see how we're fucked, I think.
You know what? I would say, based on that, it would be D tier opening night. Anything past opening night, outbreak day, when shit starts getting hive mind and you can't go anywhere without getting kind of fucked over, it's going to probably end up being an F tier. So next, Walking Dead. I'm going to put us in the scenario as Rick, where all three of us wake up in the hospital, same day, same time. I think it was like a month after the outbreak, blindly walking around outside of Atlanta. We figure out what's going on. See, we're not sheriffs, though. See, that's my thing. Rick kind of had, like, some game plan shit to go into Atlanta.
Rick's a G.
And he found Morgan, and Morgan kind of hit him up to speed. They're infected, but they're like medium speed zombies. They're not sprinting at you, but they're also not, like,
they're limping
slow
too.
walking. Yeah, they're limping. I think we got these, low-key. A lot better than we did Last of Us in World War Z. I would probably put it at, like, a B tier. Get it how you live. I don't know how long we survive, though. That's my thing.
I think we make it a long while, mainly because all three of us wake up. We got to take into account our own relationship here. All three of us wake up, same day, same time, same hospital. All three of us are like, weird. This is off. This is off. This can't be coincidence. I think the fact that Rick was alone was fucking with his ability to make sense of everything. But I think with all three of us there's no fucking way we're all tripping. We all know what it is. We all know what time it is. I think the first half of The Walking Dead is cake. I think when we run into like other camps and stuff is when it's going to get tough. I don't think the three of us would function well in a camp if we're not in charge. I hate to make that determination of us.
I agree.
Nigga like Rick not going to tell me what to do.
I was going to say the exact same thing. So Dallas, Corey, and Cole going to go make this run over here and be like...
Me?
What do you mean?
Can't be talking to me, Rick. You can't be talking to me.
The zombies, I'm not as worried about. Now, if we make it to the fucking Negan and the governor and shit like that, I mean...
No, listen. No, I think we survive a good ways into that too. Because I think by that point, We're with the shits. We've had enough experience. We kill the governor way faster than Rick kills him. I think we evolved to like late season, and there is like 6 seasons I do not know about. So that's something I didn't watch that shit. That's
Post
something
Negan.
yeah, post Negan. I think we die because we lose our humanity way faster than we probably should. I think we're at season 5, Rick. We're probably that at season 2, where the governor's like, "Hey, you guys are gonna do this and this and this," and we're all like, "Oh, this nigga gotta go!" Like immediately, he's got to go.
Say that the people are the biggest issue in this one, more so than the zombies.
We would have been posted at that prison, though. We would have been posted up at the prison, dog.
And the good thing about Walking Dead is since they are decaying zombie bodies, the longer we survive, technically the easier it is to kill the zombies. Like, there's points where they're just like pushing that shit in like butter because they're literally so decayed that their body is falling apart. It's B tier solely because everybody in the Walking Dead world fucking sucks. We're more concerned about shitty people fucking us over than the zombies themselves. Train to Busan. If you love zombie horror movies and you haven't seen this movie, one, you need to get on it. Because this is like one really of the good ones. They're like super fast and aggressive, but still kind of useless. Because there's scenes in Train to Busan where they're folding up these zombies on the train, pushing them out of the way. They're basically manhandling them, kind of similar to like have the magazine on the arm. They got shields and baseball bats, and they're just able to stick them away multiple times to get through the train car.
When they first get on the train, they notice that when they see them, there's a lot of scenes where they'll like hide behind walls or whatever. There is some kind of like visual thing to it, but most of it is hearing. Because when they go through darker tunnels, they stop moving.
Darkness.
Because there's no light or anything. So it's like when there's light, they can see, I think. Okay. But when it's dark, they can't.
If we're having to do the scenario of the train, jumping trains in the train station, trying to get to a specific location, because that seems like in most zombie movies, it's like get from point A to point B by surviving. That's the formula. It might be a shit dog situation because we're limited to the weapons we have on the train. We're limited to the space we have. I think that's probably gonna be the hardest part. Is you can't juke a zombie on a train for the most part.
I don't know, man. I'm not certified enough to do that.
I don't know. I think it's hard on the train. I think us specifically, not that we're not capable of figuring it all out. I just think it would be such a panic on what the fuck is actually going on to where we probably get fucked pretty early.
The moment I know I'm kind of trapped on a train, so to speak, is going to be a bad moment for me. I have some claustrophobia issues, so that alone, my logical thinking is going to go out the window.
I'm more worried about the rich bastard that keeps trying to fucking kill people to let himself survive. If he closes the door on us, let me tell you right now, if we make it through that fucking door without a zombie bite, we are folding the fuck out of that guy.
If he closes the door on us, then we absolutely survive, because that alone, that would be like I would snap totally back into focus, be like, there's no fucking way. There's no way this nigga just shut the door on us. There's no fucking way. I think the train makes it shit, dog.
Okay, I'm down.
That's hard.
I think out of all the scenarios, out of all these movies, this one is the most devastating low key. But you also have some pretty good parameters in I Am Legend. We are the only 3 people in New York City. We're good during the daytime. Can do everything's fucking Gucci. At night, though, that's pretty much lockdown scenario. There is no if, and, or buts. You cannot go outside during the nighttime. Plus, these are like amped up buff zombies. Like, these aren't decaying ass people. They're almost like vampire zombies mixed together.
I think I Am Legend is tough for a couple of reasons. Will Smith's character is far and away superior to us, and by every metric. Dude shredded, and he's also like a fucking bioengineer or something. Like, he's like insanely smart. I think we could make it for a while. I also don't think that we would be beefing with the fucking head zombie the way that Will Smith's character was, where he made it personal, where they started taking the man's mannequin friends out the store and everything. We also wouldn't be doing that wild shit because we have each other, so we're not talking to fucking statues and shit. But you know where one of us would get killed because we do something so fucking dumb. I'd be like, all right, word, I'm gonna fucking go to the video store. It'd probably be me. I'm gonna hike up this video store real quick. Maybe get Shrek 3. I'm feeling a little adventurous today, right? Boom. Today's daylight savings. It's dark at 6. I'm sprinting back at 5:30. Like, oh fuck, I didn't know the time changed today. And I get fucking destroyed. There's zero chance that we survive an encounter with those kinds of zombies, where they seem to be mega fucking stabbed. They seem to be like on some whole other shit, like physically superior in every way. We'd have to build up to the fucking travel thing. Like we'd have to go a little bit further every day and like mark out a route and make like real like we'd have to actually go find surrounding buildings at several points and make our own infrastructure in there at least to hold us down. Damn, it feels stupid to be like we wouldn't survive World War Z, but we'd survive I Am Legend, because I Am Legend to me feels like the more complicated one. But if we're careful, we should be good.
But as soon as I figure out that the sun is these dudes' weakness, I'm getting some crazy UV flashlight. I'm flashing it at these people at night. You kind of have to have like a game plan with light. That seems like their main thing is they like the dark. They can't stand the light. I think even when the sunlight hits them, they start to like burn because they're so pale.
I don't think there's a scenario where all three of us see them setting a trap coming, like the tripwire trap. If they were doing things like that, if they could find one that gets all three of us, I don't think we'd have any way of seeing that coming. We have no idea how intelligent they are until that happens, where it's like, oh, you're actually out here moving with like real intention and ingenuity. Like the setup, I cannot set up a trap like that. I'm lowering this just because of that trap scene. If they're doing that to us, they would trap the fuck out of us. There's no way I would, at least me, there's no way I wouldn't see that coming. There's no fucking way.
That might be a D tier, F tier. It might be a get fucked, to be real.
I think it's a get fucked. They're setting traps?
Zombies setting traps is fucked.
We would not anticipate that in any fucking world.
But if you're telling me I can have 2 UV lights and dance around like Terry Crews and white chicks and fucking kill everybody around me, dog.
And ice all of them.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, I don't think it insta kills them, but it's definitely fucking them up. If we're all back to back and we got flashlights on them, it depends on how much it deters them.
I see what you're saying, Cole. I guess my only thing was I don't think they move one-on-one. Like, for example, I go for the flashlight to beam him, right? And he jumps, and I miss, and I'm now dead because I'm pretty sure he's getting to me in one leap.
Got me in a trap. I'm upside down. Okay, it's a get fucked scenario, unfortunately. I think we would have a lot of, like, willpower to try to get the UV lights and shit going, but I do think once we see that they're setting traps for us, I'm going to be so paranoid to just go in any fucking room or any situation at night or during the day that I'm just not going to want to live in general. We are not legend. Last on the list is Dawn of the Dead. We had to have a version of Romero zombies based on what the Discord homies have told us. It wouldn't be a zombie tier list without some Romero zombies. But because classic Romero zombies are so old school and kind of out of touch with modern day zombie stuff, we're doing 2004 Zack Snyder Dawn of the Dead, locking it down in the mall. Here's where we fold, to be honest with you. The group of people around us have to be hard as fuck. Everybody's got to be on their fucking A game. And I think us three, we would be able to hold it down pretty well. People around us, I don't know, because in the scenario, you have to be with a group of survivors.
To say it, I think all of us would have like a similar, like, if you're fucking up too bad, we might have to reconsider your position within the ranks. Cause I'm not gonna throw you to the zombies directly, but it's like if you're fucking up consistently, what's the point? All of us getting fucked up. What does that do?
The issue with these zombies from the movie specifically is this is probably one of the biggest hordes of zombies I've ever seen brought to screen. If we make it to the end of the movie and we're trying to get on the bus and I see a fucking concert pavilion of zombies standing outside, I don't know, man. That's a tough scenario. I think in the mall, we got it. If we're just locking it down in the mall, I think it's an easy B tier. Get it how you live. Depending on the weapons in the mall too, like I think there's a gun and ammunition shop, there's sporting goods stores and stuff, so you're gonna have some like Casey Jones meets fucking John Wick scenarios. I would just turn both escalators to down and sit at the top.
I would just have to form a subgroup within the big group. You know what I mean? That's crazy what you just said.
That took me a second. That's crazy.
Yeah. Word. Not bad, dog. Not bad. Put that shit S tier, actually, dog. S tier. That shit S tier.
Wow.
I mean, if they come up like the fire escape, we might be fucked.
But what for Westgate Mall?
Shit, we're holding it down in the movie theater, dog.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Got the slushy in one hand. Just
That's what I'm saying, dog.
Stumble.
That's what I'm saying.
A little arcade up there. We might be set for a little second.
That's what I'm saying, dog. They got the racing games where you actually get to sit in the fucking car.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey man, that's what I'm saying. Like the mall has too many things going in your favor. I mean, are we really gonna put it on S tier for the escalator idea, or y'all? I mean,
fucking
shit.
Yeah, dog.
Fucking,
It sounds foolproof to me.
What are they gonna do, though?
What are they gonna do? Exactly. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do?
Easy dub.
Dang, cuz we might need to go through that list again. Let you spit a little bit. That was crazy.
You know what I'm saying, right? Damn, bright ideas over here.
That
Hey
blew my
man,
mind.
I if there's not, as long as they're not World War Z zombies like fucking crawling on top of
Yeah.
themselves. If this is specifically Dawn of the Dead zombies and we're holding it down in the mall, I don't see a scenario where they bypass the escalator. If
Right.
they're both on down, if that's even possible. If we got home turf rules, this is an easy S tier. If we're at some random ass mall and we don't know everything about it, it makes it a little bit harder. So that's our list. Let us know where you would rank all these movies in your personal survivability tier list. And check out our horror movie survivability tier list if you want to see how we fold up Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, and Chucky the Killer Doll. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.